In this video, I'm going to show you how to make $10,000 per month with drop servicing. I'm going to explain everything to you step by step so you can implement it right away and begin to make good money. So let's get into it. What is drop servicing? Many of you might already be used to the term drop shipping. Drop shipping is where somebody places an order on your site, you take the money, you receive payment from the person, then you use part of the payment he has made or she has made to order the product, usually import it, and then bring it in, and then deliver to the person. You fulfill the service, then you collect your money. You don't hold inventory. So if you go to a site like Jumia.com to buy, you usually see those drop shipping as they say ship from abroad. Ship from abroad. That means when you place orders, you have to wait. But you make payment and you have to wait. Okay, that's drop shipping. Drop servicing is doing that for services where somebody pays you for a service and then you pay somebody else who does the service, but you are the intermediary who delivers that service to the client. You are not the one who performs the service, but you deliver it. So as far as the client is concerned, you are the service provider. Now, it is basically selling other people's services. That's what it is. Drop servicing is what? Selling other people's services. So that's it. To get into drop servicing, all you need to do is to identify people who sell high value services. Know those who do it very well. Understand details about how that service is delivered, how job descriptions come, what is expected, the industry practice, and everything. Once you understand that, you don't need to learn the skill. You just have to have people on your roll that you can pay and they deliver it. Then what you simply do is, if their price for a service is say $100, you can sell it for 150, 160, $200, whatever makes sense in your own circumstance. Now that is what drop servicing is all about. Now let's get into how to use this to make $10,000 per month. The first step is pick a high ticket niche. If you've been watching my videos, you'll be noticing that I always talk about this. It's like a song, a broken record, keeps returning there. Pick a high ticket niche. I will stress it here again that the difference between your efforts to get $5 sale and your effort to get $500 sale online is not really much. Especially if you set things up correctly, you'll be expending the same amount of energy. You'll be putting in the same amount of effort. And that's a fact. If you set up your system correctly, you are virtually doing the same thing, whether you are collecting low amounts or high amounts. That is why we say go for high ticket. Yes, there's a level of high ticket you will get to, and you may need to tweak your funnel a bit, your system a bit, to accommodate more human interaction. But the trade-off is so little. The extra step is so little that is something you should just do. Pick a high ticket sale so that if you get 1,000 visitors and they convert at 2%, 2% will give you what? 20. If you are making $1,000 per visitor, you've already made $20,000. But if you are making $10 per visitor, you are making what? $200. So the difference is like night and day. So pick a high ticket niche. Now the next thing is, while you need to look for high ticket niches, also prioritize niches where you can deliver your services digitally. If, for example, now what the service you want to provide is plumbing, home plumbing, and you want to serve as an in-between, you can't scale it. You can't scale it. You can say, my crew is coming to fix it. How would you scale it? It's because it becomes more complicated because you are going to be dealing with traffic, you'll be dealing with things like availability. There are a lot of things you have to deal with. But if you are delivering your services digitally, a lot of things will be happening without the knowledge of your client. For example, if you are delivering plumbing services and you are hiring, let's say you sublet it to a company X, what if that company comes to your client's house with their uniforms? And when they get there, they decide to double cross you and say, And there are people like that. People just want to double cross you, forgetting you brought the deal, forgetting it was you that made the arrangement, and want to cut you off. So if you are delivering your services digitally, the client will not meet your provider for any reason. They will only know you as the what? Provider. In fact, they won't know what is happening here. You don't need to tell them. It is my company does this, my agency does this. So those other people are part of your team. So, but if you picked physical deliveries, products that require physical deliveries, services that rather require physical deliveries, you might run into such logistical problems, people double crossing and things like that. But if it's digitally, you don't have such problems because the client, in fact, the provider thinks you are the client. The client thinks you are the direct provider. You just run an agency that collects from clients, gives to the team, collects from the team, gives to the client. Make sure you focus on a digital service. Digital services include anything you can deliver through the internet. They could be very elaborate. You can deliver it over the internet. It's a digital service. Okay. The other thing about picking a niche you can deliver digitally is that it's a lot easier to scale if you are delivering your service digitally. So all you need to do is to go to a site like Upwork, go to a site like Fiverr. There are many other platforms where service providers come, and you can get the best as far away as Russia, as far away as Australia, as far away as the United States. Every country that is online, you can get your service provider from there. But if you are to deliver the services physically, you are most likely restricted to your locality. So it might be difficult for you to scale. Now, if you are selling digital services, you can virtually sell to the world. As your business expands, you can begin to reach out to more. And just all you need to do is just get more service providers at your back end. So take note of that. Now, how do you pick your service providers? What are the things you look for? Make sure you get top-notch talent. Get top-notch talent. You may say, I will get the cheapest. The trouble the cheapest might give you. In fact, you discover so that you have to pay 2 times or 3 times, and the headaches won't be worth it. But when you have top-notch talent, they deliver even better than you expected. Yes, they will charge more. But then, if you target the right clients, you make much more money because the clients who give you the most trouble are usually the ones who pay the least. Clients who pay very high fees and are happy to pay high fees are people they don't disturb, provided you deliver your work on time, on schedule, and to specification. So, and for you to make that happen, you need highly skilled people. So get the best you can afford. Get the best service providers you can afford. Then, apart from getting the best skilled hands, also make sure they are reliable. Reliable people. If somebody jokes with timelines, they say you deliver this by 10 o'clock Tuesday, and the person does not respect such things, it will affect your ability to deliver on time to your own clients. So don't joke with people. Don't take people who are what? Not reliable. Reliability is as important, if not more important, than skill. So if you get people who are highly skilled, who are reliable, you are good to go. They will command higher fees. Pay them those higher fees and build it into your cost. You will thank me later if you do this correctly. Now that you have picked your service provider, what's the next step? The next step is what? To create your offers. Create your offers. Now, the offers can be just the way they are sold by the service provider. For example, the service provider on Fiverr might say, I can create YouTube thumbnails for you for X amount. Then you can sell a YouTube thumbnail creation service or part of the products. I create thumbnails as part of the products. You can have different products. One of the products you sell being through a YouTube thumbnails. But for you to get better results, or rather to make more money per customer, you can still have those as individuals, but it's best for you to have bundles. Bundles could be, you say, YouTube automation from script or from concept to publish. So which means you can sell complete YouTube automation package where you create the channel, brand the channel, do everything about the branding of the channel, which could be a standalone service, which is a brand, channel branding. But now you bundle it, channel branding, products, video ideas, research. We give you 120 video ideas selected to cover these different stages: awareness, shopping, reviews, tutorials, urgency. You create all of them and say 120 ideas. That's another program. You bundle it with the branding. Then you say from script to screen. You also bundle that one. So you now have complete YouTube automation as a bundle. So somebody wants to create a channel, a YouTube automation channel where everything is outsourced. The person just sees your service and likes your price. He pays you, knows that look at the idea of my channel. You do everything for them, and then start creating the videos for them as needed. If you notice, if you do this correctly, you will make. You don't need many clients to make top dollar. Because if I'm not going to handle your YouTube automation channel for you, handle everything about your channel, I can put the price at $3,000. I can put it at $5,000, depending on the deliverables that are included. If I'm going to give you 120 ideas and create 120 videos for you over the space of so and so time, I can command $20,000, depending on the industry. I can command even much more. Because if each video creation, everything from scripting to hit publish, if I estimate it at 500, and I'm going to handle it for 120 videos, that's already $60,000. Now, which brings me to the second idea: create subscription kind of models. Where, like, if you're doing that kind of YouTube automation bundle, you can just bundle it and say your channel branding script to screen for your first 5 videos is, say, $1,000 or say $2,000. Then monthly video creation, one per week, or 2 per week, another bundle, 2 per week, another 3 per week, another daily, and they choose them. Now the person subscribes. Let's say the one for 1 per week might go for, let's just say, $1,000. Then the one for 2 per week, you can make it 1.8. The one for daily, you can just say 7 times this and then subtract the money. So if it is if 1 per week goes for 1,200, then you just say one every day should have been 7 times 1 2, which is 8,400. But you say as a bundle price, you give it away for, let's say, for $6,500 every month. So there are people who might like that and pay for it. You see, once they pay to be getting this service from you every month, you don't need to be selling it to them every month. So what you just do, I've got a subscription client who pays me, let's say, $2,000 every month. So if the person stays with you for 12 months, you have made a total of $24,000 for him. So what you just simply do is start looking for them, more of them. So To get the best out of your drop servicing business, create bundles apart from the individual products that stand alone. Create bundles and create subscription models where you package deliverables into monthly packages. Okay, if you do this correctly, there's something you ensure. You ensure cash flow, especially with the subscription model. If you're a service provider, you have done service providing online, you know that you can. There's something we call feast and famine cycles. You can have feast and famine cycle. Feast being you have so many orders, different people that you cannot even handle, and other times it's like the orders dry up. But with a subscription model, for example, your cash flow, at least you have a minimum amount you expect every month. It won't just dry. You won't go from very high months to 0 months with the subscription model, for example. So it helps you maintain cash flow. Now that you've picked a niche, you've picked your providers, you've created your offers, and you've designed them correctly, what's the next step? It's time for us to get traffic. And one of the easiest ways to get traffic is to what? Create high quality content and publish on a platform like YouTube. You can also publish on a platform like TikTok. You can publish on social media, various social media. Anywhere people in your niche hang out, you can begin to publish there. I'm not going to go into the techniques of publishing on various platforms. It's beyond the scope of this video. I'm just showing you what you need to do. But you have to make sure that the content you create gives value to your audience. And because it's that value that will make them want to come back for more. It is that value that will make them trust you. It is that value that will make them see your expertise and accept you as an authority in the space. Now, there are different types of content you can create. You can create tutorial content. Let's use the issue of, let's say, YouTube automation. You can create a tutorial of how to go about YouTube automation from start to finish. And then at the end, say, if you want us to handle this process for you, it's part of our package, blah, blah, blah. Click the link to do that. But you've taught them, if they want to do it, they can do it. But in teaching them how to do it, you are showing you understand how to do it. And then, of course, some people will just come, watch it, and go to do it by themselves. Even those who go to do it by themselves might get stuck at some point and now have to buy some of your standalone products. And they may grow to a point where they say, I can't handle this by myself again. I want to outsource it. They remember you. So tutorials, one way. The other way is to teach what to do. These are still tutorials, but are different from how to. The tutorials that teach how to walk you through the process, show you how to do it. The what to gives you an overview of what you have to do to get the results. So a how-to video can also be a what-to video. The how-to being that it breaks down all the steps, how you go about it, look at the steps, without going into the how-to for each of the steps. Like what I'm doing here now is both a how-to and a what-to. How-to that I'm giving you the steps, but the what-to in the sense that I'm giving is an overview because I'm not going into the very details of each of the steps, like content now. If you want to say how to develop content, winning content online, that can take us a week of 2-hour sessions because of the different types of content, how to create it, how to structure it, how to go about this, when to send this, when to do that. It's elaborate. So a part of what I'm doing now is how to, but if you're not going into details for each of the segments of what I'm teaching or each of the steps, they become what to. Because I'm not going into the specific how-tos for each of them. Now, people who want to continue and get the how to do each of the specific steps, we now have to join my mentorship program. By the way, the link to my mentorship program is in the description and pinned comment below. But somebody who has enough experience to know how to execute the how-to of each of the steps on his own, but didn't know how to piece everything together. This video is a powerful how-to for that person because the person now knows, okay, look at the step, look at the process, okay, I understand. But because he knew each of these things stand alone, he now knows how to fit them together. So I am helping people who already have the how to knowledge for each of the steps, but who have not been able to piece it together. And I'm also helping people who even not have a clue, and I'm showing them how to go about it so they can even know if they don't even want to learn from me, they know the questions to ask. Like after watching this video, you don't want to follow me, you can go and find out how to do each of the steps on your own. And then you already have an overview that gives you everything. So that's one of the kind of content you create. How to contents. Now, depending on the niche, you can do a lot of other kinds of content. But like I said, it's beyond the scope of this video. But the point is that you create content, high quality content that attracts people. Like a place like YouTube, the algorithm will show your content to the right people if you create the right content. And then another thing along with content is do not dilute your content. Do not jump around from one thing to another thing. If what you're doing on your channel is about YouTube, you are providing services for YouTube creators, stick with that. Let everything you do have to do with creating stuff on YouTube, teaching how to do different things on YouTube, how to grow a channel, assuming you provide a service on helping people grow their channel. Everything should be restricted to YouTube. And within that thing, that means YouTube's algorithm will be showing your videos to people who are interested in this thing and will understand your channel faster. But if today you talk about YouTube and then tomorrow you talk about TikTok, the next day you talk about Facebook, the other day you talk about how to make urgent money, before you know it, the algorithm is let me say, a bit confused. What is this channel all about? So the tighter your focus content on the specifics of the high ticket products and services you want to sell, the content targeted on, focused on that, targeted tightly on that, the better your content will do. Even with few viewers, you will make a lot of sales. Like I always tell people, 5,000 people in real life is a large crowd. It's large. So why do you think 5,000 people who are interested in what you do over the course of 90 days, over the course of 120 days, even over the course of 6 months is a small crowd? The problem is that many people are getting the wrong crowd watching their videos, and so they don't get good conversions. But when you get tightly focused audience, because of your content is focused on them and their needs and the kinds of things they want, YouTube will be bringing you such people. And the more of such people you have, the easier it will be for you to convert and make sales. Okay. As you create your content, people are going to like it. Some will take action immediately, but rarely so. Many people will have to watch 1, 2, 3, up to 7 of your videos, or encounter you up to 7 times or more before they make a purchase. And if you are in a high ticket niche where people are spending good money, they need to get comfortable with you. They need to come to trust you. They need to come to respect you as an authority before they begin to pull out their wallets and send you money to deliver service. They need to be assured you can do it well. And again, even if they know you can do it well, they also need to know that you are not a fly-by-night who wants to swindle them and run away. So you need to have a way of contacting them even when they are off YouTube or any platform you are using to to promote your content or to bring out your content. Because of this, you need an email marketing system in place. Forget that I called it a system, don't make it complicated. All you need is a sign-up form where people give their email and name. And depending on the kind of niche you are, they might add that phone number if you want, but email and name is enough. Some people even just take only email. Then the next thing is what? When they sign up. But first, why should they sign up? You have to create something of value that makes them sign up. Those things can be like, if it's a YouTube automation channel, I say, if you want me to give you a prompt that helps me generate 120 awesome ideas that help people who come to my channel buy within 30 days. If you want me to give you that, click the link below, sign up, and you will get it in your inbox, the prompt. You have to create something of value that's relevant to your niche that will entice them to what? Give you their email and their name to collect that goodie. The better what you offer, the more people will give you their email addresses and name. Now, when they do that, you start sending them email. I recommend doing that every day, following a pattern. The pattern I believe is what? Don't send them boring emails. And your emails should not just be about buy, buy. Yes, you should sell in all your emails, but you can start something you want to. You can start a video, an email where you want to sell something. You can start it with a story. In fact, the best things, like me, I like telling stories about my life, stories of things that happen to people I know, relevant stories of what happened in Nigeria. And you said, blah, blah, blah. So I did this. And then, but before you write the email, you think about how to connect it to your product. How to connect it to your product. It could be stories of what happened 30 years ago. But you have a lot of stories. You just need to sit down and connect it. Entertain them. The story catches people. People want to know what happened. And then you sequel it into what? Into your offer and say, by the way, this, I'm selling this. Now, I cannot go into details into the method. Like for email marketing, it's a system that can take me a month teaching you 2 hours every day to show you different things to do. But set up an email system. If you want to learn more in-depth, you want to get in-depth coaching on how to do this correctly, it's part of what I teach in my 10K in 24 mentorship program. But now let's go to the next step. If you have set up your email marketing system correctly, you can you can be in the face of your prospects until when they are ready to buy. Or you can grow them and nurture them until they get comfortable enough to buy. But then once that is set up, how can you scale things fast? The answer is simple. Paid traffic. In one other video I did, I said paid traffic is like turning on a tap for water. Water on demand. A tap, you turn it up, you have water. You turn it off, it goes off. That's how paid traffic is when it comes to generating prospects. If you understand how to set up any platform, let's say Facebook, for example, if you know how to get traffic from Facebook, all you need to do is set up, link to either your sign up page or to one of your videos or whatever. Once you do that, you send. If you have, let's say, $1,000 and you are getting people signing up for 20 cents per dollar. Let's even say you're getting people signing up for $1. Each sign up costs you about $1. If you put $1,000, you get 1,000 subscribers, which means if you have $10,000 to run adverts and you put 1,000 a day, you get 1,000 subscribers per day. You cannot say that for organic traffic. Organic traffic takes time to build. Yes, there are people who have built the organic traffic to a point where they can get up to 1,000 sign-ups per day. But paid traffic allows you to do it on demand. You can do it whenever you want it. Whenever you want it. And that's important to grow your business fast. Now, you need to understand that good business is not business where you don't spend money. It is where your input, the money you spend, is much lower than the money you get. So that when you calculate the money you received, your receipts, and then check your expenses, the difference is what we call profit. So it's better for you to spend $10,000 on adverts to make $50,000 a month than spend nothing and make $500 or make $1,000 or even make $10,000. Because the person who spent $10,000 and made $50,000 has a profit of $40,000. The man who spent nothing and made $10,000 has a profit of $10,000. So who made more money? The person who spent $10,000. So don't come in with this poor man mindset of I don't want to spend anything. No, you don't want to spend wastefully. You want to spend in a way that gives you a good return on your investment. And that is the simple process, the simple overview of how to make $10,000 per month with drop servicing. Like I said, this is an overview. If you want to go and break each of the steps one by one and go into deep details for each of them, each of these items might take us 1 week or to a month, depending on which item you're talking about. And that's why I have 10K in 24 mentorship program, where I take my time to teach people. And we guarantee them that in 24 months, worst case scenario, they will be making $10,000 per month on a monthly basis. Why did we give that long time? Because some people will be starting from scratch. For some people, they might, when you say affiliate marketing, they might say, we don't understand what affiliate marketing is. We'll explain to them. So if you're a more advanced person, you can get results even much faster. But then if you don't have time, but you would like to join making this online money, you can take advantage of our done for you passive income digital assets. That is, we do everything for you and you get a part of the revenue because you are what? Paying for, you are supporting our vision with your money. So we'll give you a part of the cut. So what you're doing, what is called using other people's time. And what we are doing with your money is using other people's money. So we come together in a win-win relationship. The details of there, if you want to get it, click the link below. Now, each of these links, if you click them, they will take you to a sign-up page where you provide your email, name, and phone number. And then when you have confirmed that email, the next step is that we will send you a link to where you fill an application. You will see an application where you provide details. We want to make sure you're a good fit for us. Because as wonderful as our program is, it's not good, it won't work for everybody. So by the time you fill the application form, we can tell you, this program will not work for you. Look at why we think it's not the best for you. So that you save your money and save us stress. But if you're a good fit, now you go forward to get a link, we'll give you a link to book a call. When you book a call with us, you can ask questions, your concerns, how would this go? Any questions you have, you ask us before we finally now take your money if you want to go forward. But what if you don't have money? There's also something for you. We have our program, a free video we have created, awesome video that shows you how to make 1 million naira per month in 120 days. But let me tell you the truth, it takes a lot of hard work, diligent work. But it's not hard work that we are not already doing. I'm already doing the things that are there in that video. I do it at scale, at my own level. But I do it. I find I do more than what I've told you to do on a daily basis. So it's something you can do. If you don't have money, you should be able to work hard. So we make it free. You don't need to even sign up or to start watching the video. You can click the link. It's 1 million naira in 120 days. The link is also down in the description and pinned comment below. So you have no excuse now. It's your time to shine. Thank you for watching our video. God bless you and have a great life.